So after 2 days of trying to get the capture card to work on this old Windows 7 machine, I'm just giving up and doing it this way. So to start, we're just going to open up the program. It takes a while to load. Again, this is a really old machine. The program I found doesn't work on my Windows 10 machine, so I'm doing the best with what I got. Okay, so this is like how it looks blank. And then we go up to here to image. We're going to open. Of course, PNGs work best. Flat-colored PNGs are the single best one. Oops. Don't mind that. That's just perks of the program. It's resizing it. So because it's actually a huge image, technically, and it doesn't fit in the 4x4 square. But that's okay. So anyway, we punch it out. So we have to determine, like, what lines there are. Which, like, is color segmentation, noise reduction. I've already done this image before, so it's actually pretty good. I just like to take out the blue. And then we just hand do the little eye, which is totally fine. But to give you an example, I'm just going to finish this up and I'll open another picture with, that doesn't work so well. So now we can actually resize it and change the colors, because as you can see, there's like 3 different grays, and those are not, that's just a lot of color changing, and it's not fun. Okay, so we're going to deselect it, select one key, so it's gray. I think I wanted silver. There we go. Then we're going to do the same with the keyring. And there we go. And then we just hand do the eye. And then we can do stuff like, there they are. So creating like outlines. Something like that. Oops. And let's fill it with a green. And for this, because I have a 4x4 hoop, the actual size of it or orientation, like if it's directly in the middle, doesn't usually cause a problem. Like, it's not really a big deal. There we go. And actually, let's make it a bit darker. There we go. So then we can see our goose a bit better. And those like little lines here, that's like the cutting line. So like it goes from here down to here, over here. So that's like how you know where to snip it to make it all nice and clean. So that's one, and then you just save it. But then, so if we want to do something like a little more complicated, the only problem is, like, you really have to, either I get my friends, like, who are artists to make their own, like make the PNGs for me, or I find flat colors. Oh. Let's just do a sample picture, because I just factory reset it. Here we go. Let's do penguins. They're cute. So as you can see, there's so many colors on here. Like, this would be impossible just to scan and go. I'm going to resize it before we do this so we can actually see it better. But it does have something called photo stitch. Now, I would not recommend photo stitch on like a single thread machine like what I have, because that would be hundreds of colors. If you have a 10 color machine, it's not so bad. There we go. So now we can actually see our penguins. So then by photo stitching it, we're going to end up with something kind of like, oh, come on. There we go. So that. Now, of course, you can add more colors. So let's say max is 15. Let's turn up the brightness a bit. And we can say the detail, so fine, and then update preview. So as you can see, we're getting more colors. We're going to have nice penguins. Let's see if we can up it to 20. I think the cap for this one, because it knows I have a single stitch, is 15. No, I lied. There we go. And we can even up the detail even more. Or we can really take down the detail. So like it doesn't segment it quite as much. But yeah, that's basically doing it for a photo. or but that's the gist of it. That's how this machine works. So yeah, and then you can just punch it in, and it goes directly over to the sewing machine where it does its thing. Yeah.